Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Long story short, we've had that Ford Bronco now for a couple years. I guess about 2.5 years. It only has about 15,000 miles on it. The beginning of this year, we ordered this new Ford Super Duty. Now, delivery was delayed a couple times, and I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. So we bought this GMC off the lot. We needed a heavy-duty pickup truck. We do a lot of towing. I had been using our F-150 grocery getter. Worked great, but we needed a bigger truck. So since this one was delayed and I didn't know how long it was going to take, I bought that GMC off the lot. Now, that means we have 3 vehicles and we need a dump truck. So we don't need all 3 of these. One of these is going to go. I honestly don't care which one it is. We're leaving that up to Melissa, and she's going to decide today. All right, so here's Melissa. How are things, Melissa?
Hi, good.
Everything going good?
It's a sunny day, and yeah.
So just to be clear, you are not being pressured in any way by me on this decision.
No. And I have a lot of you that watch my channel, Morgan's Off the Leash, and have commented on my videos and sent me emails about the decision, saying, oh, you might regret if you do this or that or whatever. But we are going to get rid of the Bronco. And a lot of thought has gone into this. And for what I need right now, the GMC is what I've been driving and is what I'm going to continue to drive.
The room in the truck.
Yeah, the room, it's comfortable, it drives well. I think the only downfall that I would say right off the bat, and everyone probably knows, is the parking. As we move into the Christmas season and do Christmas shopping, the parking lots for stores are packed. I just know just from doing some Thanksgiving shopping, trying to get a turkey, that it's like you're parking way out in the middle of nowhere, which is probably best because you can't squeeze into that. There's like an upfront parking space. I'm like, oh, that's great. But the space is like this big, and that's just not going to work. And I'm not going to take the chance of, if I do get it in there, that the cars beside me are going to get out or not door ding me. So
yeah. You should do a video on your channel kind of going over all 3.
I think I will.
Because believe it or not, we've put a lot of thought into this whole thing.
Right.
And we're looking for something long term, and I think we're more of a truck family. The Bronco, if you're looking for a weekend run around.
Right. It's been great. I don't have a lot of negative things to say.
There is that one thing above the running boards that you despise.
Drives me nuts. Why could you? I even said to them at the dealership, like the running board didn't match up with the rest of the truck, the Bronco. And you can see like these drill holes that are just empty, like right above, like you're walking up to it and you can see it. And they're like, yeah, you could replace the running boards. I'm like, what? For X amount of dollars? No, I don't want to replace the running boards. I want to not have it there. But I think it's beautiful. It's comfortable. It's fast. You can park it much better than you can park a truck. But seriously, for what, like I said, I've thought about this a lot. And for what I need right now, I'm going to be driving the GMC, and that's the decision.
The dogs did feel a little cramped in the Bronco.
The dogs. Well, Axel's happy to get into any car. So is Piper. Archie, he's just not sure that the other drivers on the road are safe. So he's always very cautious, worry-wart. But yeah, put a lot of thought into it, and I really think that it's best for our family and our needs and our situation right now to keep the GMC and the Ford and then say goodbye to the Bronco.
Yeah, so with that being said, first thing tomorrow, I'm going to take the Bronco down, see what they'll give us for it on a trade.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
They have a dump truck down there on the lot. Well, a cabin chassis. It's a little more than what I was looking for.
Okay.
I don't think we'll get it, but I'll see. And then it's a whole thing. It is. But stuff's expensive, and we try to think the whole thing through and make the best decision for our needs.
Right.
And
right. And we've actually never been in this situation. Mike and I were talking the other day. We drove used beater cars we've been married 33 years, and I would say for a good 25 years of our marriage, we drove.
At least 20.
Oh my goodness, at least 20, you're right.
Remember that Honda Civic?
Oh my goodness, you could drive it in one garage stall, turn it around and come out the other's garage stall. It was seriously this big.
In a 30 by 30 garage.
But yeah, it just, we always had.
Buick LeSabres, remember those?
Yeah, we had a Ford Explorer. And then we were teaching our kids to drive on these beater cars and hoping they would be all right at as they took their tests, that they would, you know, not break down and that it would start, you know, like we've all been through that. And we're in a position now that I'm like, going to make a wise choice and stick with the GMC. It's safe, and
it is a very safe feeling vehicle.
I do, and it's comfortable to drive. I can drive it over to Columbus, Ohio, and back on a trip that, it's a breeze. So that's what we're gonna do.
Well, all right, there you have it. Melissa made the decision. I didn't care either way. I really didn't. But I think it's going to be a good move. We don't drive this Bronco very much at all anymore since we got the trucks. And once you drive those pickups around, it does feel very cramped in here. And this one pretty much just sits in the garage. However, this is all going to depend on what they give us for a trade-in on this Bronco. We bought this a couple years ago. It's got a little over 15,000 miles on it, so the mileage is pretty low, and we paid $58,000 for this. This is a 21 Ford Bronco Wild Track. You know, it comes with the Sasquatch package, which is the 35-inch tires. It's got the hard top on it. It's pretty well loaded up. I think what may help us a little bit, hopefully, is I think the new ones are probably about $6,000 or $7,000 more. You know, if you were to build this same vehicle today compared to when we bought it. So we'll see. So basically, we want to find out if Bidenflation outpaced depreciation. We'll find out here in a bit. All right, so I stopped at the car wash and just kind of gave the Bronco a quick bath. But I looked in the glove box and found something pretty interesting. So check this out. This is the sticker for the Bronco. 2021 four-door Wild Track. It's got the 2.7 EcoBoost, the V6, Rapid Red. It's got the high package, which was $3,500 extra. The Rapid Red cost an extra $295. The front modular bumper, $825. What else? Tube step powder coated. Yeah, running boards, floor liners, blah, blah, blah. We paid sticker for this, $58,730. $58,730. Now we're going to build one here on the Ford website, starting at $58,775. This is the Wild Track. We have the four-door, start your build. I don't think they have Rapid Red. They've got like some hot pepper. We'll pick that. We have $69,670. That is crazy. $69,670. So I think I spec'd that out exactly what this Bronco is here, and that is crazy. It's $10,940 more sticker price in just 2 years. So I'm almost to Schultz Ford. I texted Adam, that's my salesman down here, before I left to make sure he was around, and he is not. He took the day off. But for good reason. They just had a baby girl, so congratulations, Adam. He did text me back, though, and say stop down. He's going to give me a name to someone to see, to take a look at the Bronco and see what they'll give me for trade. All right, pulling into Schultz Ford. All right, they just took the Bronco to check it out. But look at this right here. This is a 550 XLT. Kind of hard to see on camera, but it's a really neat looking brown or bronze colored. Now this has the Power Stroke, the XLT. I was kind of looking at the gasser with the 7.3, but we haven't decided on that entirely. This is a beast right here. Yeah, the exterior is darkened bronze. Got the vinyl floor. I think you have to do like a carpet delete on the XLT to get that. 78,145. If they give me 78,145 for the Bronco, we'll have a deal. I don't think that'll happen though. Being that this is just a cabin chassis, it gives you a good look at all the things you don't need, but you have to have nowadays. This is your DEF tank right here. Diesel particulate filter, or diesel exhaust filter, I guess you'd call that. I don't know. I wonder how big the fuel tank is on this. Plastic tanks. So that's 19,500 GVW. So with a steel body, an aluminum body, you could probably haul 5 ton legally on this, no problem. I don't know what the curb weight of this is as it sits. This has a snowplow prep, high capacity trailer tow, power telescoping mirrors, polished forged aluminum wheels. This thing's pretty loaded up for a dump truck. 8-way power driver's seat. Yeah, this was a special order that was canceled apparently. And it is 4-wheel drive. That is really nice. Big box truck here, F750. Got my name on it. This 550's got a nice toolbox on it. This one is 69, but that does not include the bed. It's an F750. Now, as we all know, the price of everything is just crazy, but think about this. This is a 4-wheel drive F550 GVW, 19,500 pounds, XLT, 4-wheel drive, power stroke. I may have already mentioned that. 78,000. That's a lot of money. Here you've got a half-ton Lariat, similar to the grocery getter that we used to have. Nice truck though. 72,700. All right, so yesterday I went down to the Ford dealer. I took the Bronco down and I wanted to see what they'd give me for it on trade. And I was planning on ordering a new F550 or an F600 4-wheel drive XL, kind of something basic. And they had that very nice XLT down there. I love that bronze color, by the way, but that one is a little bit more than what I want to spend on just a dump truck. Very nice truck, don't get me wrong, with the power stroke, has a lot of options in it that I don't really need for a dump truck. But they offered me $50,000 for the Bronco on a trade and knocked $2,000 off the sticker of the XLT if we were to go that direction. So you could look at it as, you know, they're offering $52,000 for the Bronco and paying full sticker for that cabin chassis, however you wanted to look at it, but basically $50,000 for the Bronco. And like I said, we paid $58,700 for it about 2.5 years ago, so that isn't too bad. But thinking about it, you know, we talked about it last night. As nice as that cabin chassis is down there, I think we're just going to get like an XL. And I am leaning towards the diesel versus the 7.3 gasser. Originally, I thought to myself, you know, most of it will be just local and the gasser would be fine. But I got to thinking we'll probably be taking it on occasion down to West Virginia. So I probably will get the diesel and XL, and I can go ahead and order one. I'm not in a big hurry for it. At this point, I really don't even need it that much until springtime and next summer and fall. And I will get a dump body probably from Super City in Somerset, Pennsylvania. I showed some of them in a video a couple weeks ago. They make a really nice dump body. Still not 100% sure on the aluminum versus steel. There's just a lot of things to think about. I hate making mistakes when you're spending that much money. You know what I mean? You want it to be exactly what you're looking for. So I need to figure a few more things out, but I think that's the direction I'm going to go. We're going to pass on that beautiful XLT down there and just get an XL with the diesel. One question I had in talking to those guys at Super City, the guys that make the truck bodies, it's a lot more money to get a PTO driven dump bed versus the electric. It's all pretty much the same, except for one's electric, one's PTO driven. The electric is slower. I don't know. I'd really like the PTO one, but it's a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's probably $3,500 or something to go PTO, and the Fords come set up for it. So I don't know why it's so much more money, but that's something to think about. I do like the idea of the PTO driven instead of electric over hydraulic, but I'll have to figure it all out. I will. Spreadsheet. I like spreadsheets and looking at everything, but the Bronco, we are probably not going to miss it that much, to be honest with you. It's been great. We really look forward. We waited a long time to get it, but over time your needs change and things like that, and we have determined we're a truck family. My opinion has definitely changed on diesel engines, though. I always knew they were good, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't justify the diesel because it's like a $10,000 option on these Fords. But like this Super Duty, you know, just on the highway, not towing anything, you're getting 22, 23 mile to the gallon out of it. And you compare that to a 7.3 Godzilla, I'm not sure what those guys are getting. I'm guessing 14, maybe they can squeak out 15. Diesel's more expensive. However, trade-in value, resale, the diesel wins out. Fuel economy, the diesel wins out. And plus you just got loads of power. You know what I mean? Like it's Super Duty. You could pull like that MX tractor I have and the deck over trailer up and down mountains, and it pulls like a dream. And same with the GMC, the Duramax. So I'm definitely sold on diesels now. For a while there, I thought it just wasn't worth it. And at a time, I don't think it was. When they started putting all the emission stuff on, mileage seemed to drop quite a bit. And with the price of the engine, I don't think it was worth doing. But I think it's all in what you need. You know what I mean? Everybody has different needs. For local driving around, I think the gas would be fine. But if you're going to get out in the highway or you're hauling heavy loads and maybe pulling with it, I think the diesel's the way to go. So that's about it for today's video. All we have decided so far is the Bronco is going to go, and I'll order a new XL. I do like that bronze color though. I'm more of a earth tone kind of guy. The Rapid Red on the Super Duty was a big stretch for me. It really was. I like the color though, but I like that forest metallic on the GMC. Browns, grays, greens. That's the kind of stuff I like. I don't like real flashy, bright colors, but I think that's about it. I just wanted to get this all on video that Melissa made the decision and not I. I honestly didn't care either way, and we'll keep you posted. But I appreciate y'all being here. I'll catch you on the next one.